to all who listen to this happy pod, welcome. My name is Noah Parker, and welcome to my world of wonder, where I started on the wrong camera.
No, that's okay.
So you already see that I'm joined by my beautiful wife and co-host, Mrs. Adriana Parker.
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody. Last week we had a little bit of a snafu, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a little crazy.
Yeah, so essentially, if you're watching on YouTube, and maybe if you're listening, you can even hear the difference. But if you're watching on YouTube, you'll notice that we have replaced our audio interface and we're using more of a soundboard. The main reason for that is we can like mix a little bit better. Like my voice should sound a little bit more deep. I have like some of the lows turned up and I have some of the highs pulled out, so I sound a little bit more macho. And like vice versa with Adriana's, I pulled some of the lows out with Adriana and gave her a little more mid-tones, so hopefully it sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other thing, the main reason we upgraded and switched is because when we did that episode with Caleb and his wife, Emma, we only had 2 microphone capability.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have technically 6 if we do things correctly.
Which
we can have
cool.
up to 6 microphones running on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we have much more ability now.
It's exciting.
Now, that being said, what had happened is I got this sound. So we ordered one soundboard like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We got that one. Actually, it's probably 3 weeks ago now. We got that one, and I hooked it up, and we started testing with it because I don't like just jumping into the live stream with or even the podcast at all with brand new equipment, and like that's the first time we're using it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to test it ahead of time. And we discovered that it wasn't going to work for us for several reasons. Main reason being there was like a really bad hum in it, and it sounded terrible. So we ended up sending that one back.
Yeah.
Ordered this one, got it set up, tested it out, works fabulously, and a good friend of mine and fellow podcaster Josh with Truth in Coaching podcast asked to borrow it because he was going to do a interview with a guest, and he needed ability to basically using the same system that we have been with the 2 mic input interface, and that's what he's been working with. That's what I've been working with. But I picked this one up, and he was like, "Hey, I have a guest coming on. You mind if I borrow it?" I was like, "Not one bit, my friend." So I sent it off with him. The issue was with our system that we use for live streaming and recording, I did not switch the settings back to use our old audio interface.
Yeah.
And so the entire we were literally live streaming for like an hour.
Yeah, we literally went to
realized,
like literally almost the end.
Almost all the way to the end, and then I suddenly realized that there was no audio. So it got we just basically ended the stream right away, really abruptly, but it didn't matter because it was essentially never even happening to begin with. So
yeah, it was crazy because even the whole time though, we were just kind of having a lot of technical difficulties throughout. So I don't know, it was weird. Not just that the sound wasn't working, but our camera wasn't working, or
yeah, that was another thing too.
The thing wasn't probably connecting right. I don't even know.
Yeah,
but
it was a lot of technical issues last week.
Yeah,
all basically culminating in there just not being an episode last week.
Yeah.
But we tried. Basically what we decided to do today is go back over that episode more or less and kind of just talk about what we did. And what was supposed to be the beginning of this week's episode will be the end kind of this episode before we get to the news segment. So I guess we can stop beating around the bush and actually talk about what we did last week now. So basically, I decided that we were going to, I called it the World of Wonder Disney Parks draft. I think I called it domestic draft, actually, which after I put it out and everything, I was like, that sounds like beer. Domestic draft, which it kind of sounds fun still, but it is the draft pick. So basically what we did is we each picked, I think it was 8 rides, 2 non-ride attractions.
3 non-rides, but yeah.
Oh, sorry. 3. No, it's 2.
Oh, on mine says
I
3.
have attraction 2 and attraction 3. There is no attraction 1. I just did
okay.
it wrong. Then we have quick service, two quick service restaurants and 1 table service restaurant, and then 2 hotels, where we essentially built our own Disney resort.
Yeah.
Only using existing Disney installations. So
yeah, and we were only allowed to pick all those items. Sorry, I kicked you.
you're fine.
Inside the United States.
Yes.
Hence domestic.
That's where the domestic came from. It was
Mhm.
only the domestic ones. So we weren't allowed to pick anything from Hong Kong or Shanghai or Tokyo.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's anything in
Mhm.
in Paris that we would have picked, but
yeah, and after all the picks we made, we looked up the ratings.
Yeah,
of
so
10.
essentially what I did is I Googled like average rating, like what are people giving this, like Facebook posts, like when people talk about this ride, like what's the average,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And so we got an average score.
Like out of 10.
Basically what humans think. I was trying not to use,
AI.
if it was the only thing that came up, I used like news outlets, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I used All Ears Net a couple of times because that was all that came up when it came to ratings for some of these things. But I tried not to use that. Like I tried to really get like people's opinions, not writers' opinions. Not
Okay.
that that the writers at All Ears aren't people, but they're a little bit more. They're like, oh, we can do this scientifically. Like they do it for a living, so they have a little bit more basis. I was really just trying to get like people, the general public. What do they think?
The median, yeah.
Yeah, the median. Some of them are not that, but it is what it is. So, so we're gonna basically just go through and share our draft picks the same way we picked them, the same order.
We
Which
tally
means,
up our scores, and the highest score wins.
yes. And see, we were supposed to tally up the scores over the week and then
Yeah.
tell you what the scores were this week.
But we're gonna just.
But we have to tell you everything at once now. So, so essentially, what we're gonna do the same way we did. Well, I guess not really, because we did not pick in this. I don't remember what order I picked in. But we're gonna go top to bottom, but in the same way we did. So you'll pick first, then I'll pick 2, then you pick 2, then I pick 2, then you pick 2, back and forth until we get to the end, basically. And I guess we'll just share the scores of each thing as we say it, so we don't have to go back through.
Yeah.
So without any further ado, go ahead and share what your first pick was.
So my first pick was Tron for my ride. And why does it say LCR on it? I don't remember what that means.
That's just abbreviation. It's Tron Light Cycle Run.
Okay. And that score got an 8. So that was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
I think 8 and beyond is pretty good.
I agree.
And then my second ride, I did Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland, because the one in Disneyland I think is better than the one in Disney World.
Yeah.
So
Fair enough.
Yeah, that one also got an 8.
Yeah.
So
I was supposed to
starting
go
off strong.
2 of mine, but
I'm
it's
sorry.
fine.
I thought you said that I was supposed
you
to
pick
do 2.
one, then I
Sorry.
2. That's fine. It
Sorry.
doesn't matter. We'll just go back and forth. Just 2 at a time, I guess.
Mhm.
So my first pick was Star Tours, which scored a 7.46, which is
really close.
better than I thought it was going to be, to be honest. But not as good as I was hoping it would be. So there's a weird buzzing coming through
Yeah,
again,
tiny
and that's
bit.
kind of annoying.
It went
but
away.
It keeps going away, but it keeps coming back.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
It's super weird. But anyway, it is what it is. And then my second pick was Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, which got a 7.5.
Okay.
And as we go through these picks, you'll kind of see like where I'm going with it, and I'll also share about it at the end. But those were my first 2 picks.
Nice. My second 2 picks were Jungle Cruise in Florida, which got a 6. And then I chose Rise of the Resistance, which got 8.47.
And that was a good pick.
I was that's the first one that's over 8 by just a decimal.
Yeah.
But I was expecting those scores, to be honest. I mean, I was maybe expecting Jungle Cruise to be a little bit more, but also I'm not surprised.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
My phone's being weird. That was your second one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So oops, that's you. That's me. My second pick was Big Thunder Mountain Railroad at Disneyland, because I believe it is slightly better and more entertaining than our good friends over at Disney World. Just a little bit. But hopefully when Disney World's reopens, it'll be a little bit more fun. I have to try to remember to look at the camera. My phone's like way over here, so it's kind of hard to do, but it is what it is. Anyway, and then my next... Oh, did I say the score for that? No, I didn't.
No.
It was 9.32 for Big Thunder.
Yeah, that was really good.
Which is a really, really good score, and that's kind of why I picked the Disneyland one, because I thought it would be a little bit better. And then my fourth pick was the Mark Twain Riverboat in Disneyland. And the only reason it was the Mark Twain is because the Liberty Square Riverboat has closed, so it was no longer an existing installation at Walt Disney World. It is now only at Disneyland, so that's what got picked, and it is what it is.
Yeah. Did you tell the score yet?
Oh, that scored a whopping
7.33.
I'm very consistently in the sevens. You'll see as we go on.
All right. The next one that I picked was Space Mountain, and that one got an 8, which was pretty cool. And then I picked Tiana's Bayou, which also got an 8.
Specifically the one in Florida.
Yeah, the one in Florida, because I wonder what the other one would have gotten. Did you see did you compare the two?
I did not, but I imagine it probably would have been
maybe it's like
same.
around the same or like a little bit less, but like
yeah, it would be a little bit less or exactly the same.
The one in Florida.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I just like that one.
Don't mind me. Lens seems to be quite. It's like looks blurry when it's on you. So.
Is that better?
Not really.
Oh no! Is it the focus?
I don't. It shouldn't be. It's focusing on you.
Weird.
Yeah, it's got you locked. So I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, mine next, I believe.
Wait, did I already say the two? Yeah, I did.
Yep. So my fifth. I'm not going to say the number anymore. My next pick was Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. Obviously, super fun, super fast roller coaster, super spinnies, right? And that one got a 9.5, which I believe surprised nobody.
Yeah, for real. That was really good.
I think I was actually surprised that it wasn't a 10.
Yeah.
And to be
I
fair,
wonder if anyone got a 10.
I believe you have at least one 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, there was several instances where it was like, most people give this a 10. But they would be like, but sometimes people say a 9, and so I just call that a 9.5.
Yeah.
But
that makes sense.
Yeah. Then after Cosmic Rewind, I selected Web Slingers, Spider-Man Web Slingers, obviously in Disneyland. And that one got me a 7.8.
Yeah.
I made one decision on mine that I think is what cost me the game, but we'll get to it.
We were really close.
Yeah.
And then the next one that I chose was Midway Mania and then Tower of Terror, which both got 9.
Yeah, and
I was kind of shocked.
That Midway Mania, we
Mania
talked
one.
about that was being Disneyland's Midway Mania, right?
Oh
no, I think we did. We said it didn't matter.
I think it.
I think we decided it didn't matter because they're similar enough.
Yeah.
I'm gonna move that over there because I keep playing
with
it.
I agree.
They're similar enough that like the only real difference is the queue, and it's like,
yeah,
not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and then Tower of Terror. I mean, yeah, I think that was just like an overall favorite of a lot of people,
especially you.
Yeah, that
which
one.
is funny because I remember that being like one of the rides you were like honestly most scared of.
Yeah, I was.
Which is why when we went to Hollywood Studios, that was the first thing we went on, is because you were like, I just want to get it over with. I want to be done with it and never have to worry about it again. And it has become your favorite ride.
Yeah,
so
one of my favorite rides. Yeah,
and probably favorite in Hollywood Studios. Yeah. Right on. Well, the next one that I selected was
Carousel?
The Carousel. I believe it is Prince Charming's Regal Carousel, which is the one in Disney World. Mainly for the charm of it being really old. You know, it's an oldie, but a goodie.
I'm surprised with the rating on that one.
I am too, because my friends, that only got me. Oh no!
Only.
Sorry, that one got me a 9.5. I was thinking of a different one that was way lower than I thought it would be. But yeah, I don't know.
That's really good.
I feel like a 9.5 is
it's like very traditional.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why it's so high.
Yeah.
And then after that, I selected the Storybook Canal Boats, Just because
I really like that one.
It's such an underrated attraction.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
I
like.
agree.
We didn't go on it the first time we went to Disneyland, but we did go on it this last time, and I'm
so
like,
cute.
we missed out.
Yeah, I thought it was really cute.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the whole thing.
It sounds like they're under refurbishment now, or they're getting ready to go into refurbishment with that ride, and they're going to be adding a scene from Tangled, I think they said, which I thought was already in it, but maybe it wasn't. I can't remember. They're adding something. I think it was Tangled, but I could be wrong.
Nice.
But that was my 8th pick.
Okay. So then moving on to attractions, non-ride ones, was the first one that I chose with Turtle Talk, and that one got an 8.5. 8.5. I really enjoyed that. I remember when I was experiencing Disney for the first time, I was like super excited to experience Turtle Talk.
Yeah, understandably, it's
funny.
It's pretty fun. It is one of the most funniest things in Disney, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's good.
Genuine laughter,
and like everyone can get kind of a laugh out of it, the kids and adults. And put like sneaking little like adult jokes in there.
Yeah.
Like,
what are you talking about?
Yeah,
never.
But yeah, it was a good time. And then this next non-attraction one was Indiana Jones, which got
Epic Stunt Show Spectacular.
Stunt Show Spectacular, which got a 7.95.
Yeah, so. I don't think you've had anything under 7.
Anything?
Oh,
under,
you had
you mean under 8?
6.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So that one got the Jungle Cruise got 6. So what did I just say?
You were talking about Indiana Jones 7.95. I thought that was your lowest score, but it wasn't.
Yeah, 7.95.
This is going to be my lowest score of the round, and that is because I chose Tom Sawyer Island.
Not that many people do
in Disneyland because the one at Disney World is closed. No longer a viable option for this. And that got me a 6.44, and it's kind of sad. I feel like the one in Disney World would have scored better than that. Probably not much better, but I don't know. I haven't actually been to Tom Sawyer Island in Disneyland. I don't even know if you're allowed to actually go to Tom Sawyer Island in Disneyland anymore because they do like Fantasmic there. So I don't know if there's like other stuff there that So I don't know. That could have been a total just whopper of a choice, but that's what I picked. And then the next one I chose was the American Adventure. Which is probably one of my favorite shows in Epcot, at least. It's hard to compete with like the whole property, you know.
Have I not seen it yet?
I'm pretty sure we've seen it.
I feel like I haven't seen it.
I'm pretty sure
that's
we
what
did.
The one, the President's one, or no?
No, that's the Hall of Presidents.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, I haven't even seen that one, which is crazy.
Wait, what is the American Adventure?
The American Adventure is the one in Epcot, where they talk about it's Mark Twain, and it's hosted by Mark Twain and Benjamin Franklin. And it basically like follows the U.S. through a couple decades. Basically, like I think it's basically like the history of America up to
I
like
guess
the 60 New York, the 65 New York World's Fair, something like that. 64, 65 New York World's Fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my second one, and that one got me a 7.5, which is lower than I expected, but also understandable.
Okay, so then the next one I picked was
go ahead and just hit all
service.
The food.
Okay, so this is all food. So my table service one is the Space 220. Space 220?
Space 220, yes.
Space 220. And that one got a 10. Which I like totally understand why it gets a 10. Like,
I mean, yeah, that was
it's a very
probably one of my favorite dining experiences we've ever had.
Very interactive. Like you go in like a spaceship to go to the restaurant, and then it's an elevator. Oh, well, it's a really fancy and fast elevator. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, the elevator, but it makes it look like they call it a hydrolator, but I might be thinking like you're in a spaceship. It's a spaceship elevator. That's so funny. And then it goes all the way up, and then it literally looks like you're in space, and they have really delicious food, and it's like kind of themed to like being out in space. Kind of gives me like a little bit of Star Wars vibes. I don't know.
Like, yeah,
A
really,
little bit,
really fancy,
but,
like
like,
Shangri-La and Star
yeah.
Wars vibes. Yeah,
Yeah, and I think it's definitely worth the price.
I agree. It's
Mhm.
really hard to get reservations though, but it is
Mhm.
worth it if you can get in.
Yeah, we got
Speaking
super
of
lucky.
reservations, I need to try to get a Geo 82 reservation still for September. I gotta try to get in there. But anyway,
But yeah, that one got a 10 and 10. And then the next one was for a quick service one. We did the Cozy Cone Motel. So that one also got a 10, which
that
was
surprised
honestly,
me, but it was also
surprised me too.
I will be honest, I had a really hard time finding any ratings on that one at all.
On the Crazy Cone
Yeah.
Motel. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so
I've
I
heard
really
a lot
had
of
to just go
good
with what
things
I got.
in general, just like
It is good. I
about
mean,
it.
it's got variety.
It's got variety,
You can
yeah.
get ice cream.
the
you
kids
can get
love it. You know,
the
it's
freaking
kid-
mac and cheese cones are freaking wild.
Yeah.
I love them. That's
Mhm.
probably my favorite thing there.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool. And then the last quick service I chose is it's called, last time in the podcast, I was like, the taco place in Disneyland, where you dip the tacos in the juice. And I was telling Noah, I was like, don't you remember? And he was like, I don't remember this at all. And I was like, wow, so it wasn't that like
Still don't
memorable for
remember
you.
She sent me a video
I
last
sent
week.
you, a video or picture.
And she's like, this is what
of
I
it.
was talking about. And I was like, I have zero memories of that taco.
I remember eating it and just loving it. And
Well,
yeah, it
I'm
was so
happy
good.
for you.
That one got a 7.
What was it called?
Cocina Cucamonga. Cucamonga.
Very nice.
Cocina Cucamonga. Yes.
What's this? Yeah,
I
right on.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, it looked good. So I'm sure. I don't know why I don't remember eating it, but I'm sure it was tasty.
Mhm.
Right on. Well, my first food selection was the Garden Grill, which I selected out of the sudden realization that the thing I actually wanted to add was not an option because it's in Paris. Technically, it's one of those. It's kind of a 50, like technically kind of thing, right? Because what I wanted to pick was the Pim's Test Kitchen, right? But in Disneyland, it's a quick service location. In Disneyland Paris, the Pim Test Kitchen is actually a table service buffet. So if we were allowing that, I could have picked that because what I wanted was, I basically was building an Avengers land and I wanted the test kitchen. And then I suddenly realized that was not an option because I needed to save my quick services for something else. So I decided to go with Garden Grill to shoehorn it into the Avengers area in my imaginary park.
Yeah.
And just be like, it's a fancy upstate New York restaurant that just happens to be next to the campus kind of thing. And that got me an 8.5, which is about as good as I expected. I personally would give it more because I really like Garden Grill.
Oh yeah, I really enjoyed that experience. Like, it's so cute. Like, just the characters. It's a character
dining is just
character
always
dining.
amazing.
Yeah, and we got to see Mickey and like Minnie, I believe too, and it was like just a whole like Pluto. I think
it's Mickey, Pluto, and then Chip and Dale. I think it's only
right.
4
Okay, yeah,
characters. I don't
that's
think
3.
Minnie's there.
Okay, yeah. But like, it's just so cute, and the food's delicious, and
It
like
really
the
is.
courses. It's like they give you the courses, all the
Yeah,
courses.
it's family style dining, so it's like
just,
it's technically a
It's
buffet.
just
You just
really
don't have
good
to get up to go
vibes.
get it. They just
and
bring it to you.
Yeah, the server that we had was amazing. Just the overall really good, fun, cool experience.
He was such a nice guy.
Yeah, and he was like an old, like
Yeah.
he's just like living his best retired life, just
he
like on
was
the
walking
wheel.
so slow. Like, it was really funny because he'd like walk up to our table to like pick up dishes
He
or
was
whatever, and
smiling.
he'd have to like really like
Yeah.
amp himself up to like
He would tell us about the
like,
secret.
pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, I know. He
Yeah,
was good. He was good
he
at
was.
carrying all the. You can tell he was probably a server in the past.
Yeah. I mean, he was a server right then.
Well, yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like a really good one.
He was a really good server right then.
Yeah, I know he was. But
He did point out the hidden Mickey to
The
us at
hidden
Garden
Mickey
Grill,
with
which
us,
I have
yeah.
heard about and I knew existed, but I had never actually seen it until that day.
That's so funny.
And
Yeah,
even
me
then,
too.
it was like, if you blink wrong, you would lose it. So
Yeah.
then after that, I selected Ronto Roasters because I had to get some food over in my Star Wars land. And that got me another 8.5, which that one I'm 100% like. Actually, that one I'm a little bit like, I really love me a Ronto wrap. Don't get me wrong. I love
But
Ronto
you're
wrap.
like kind of
but I'm like,
that was 8.5.
yeah, I'm like, I'm eight.
It's
eight-
just
I
it's
thought
literally
8 would've
just
been
like
high.
it's just a
It's just the Ronto wrap. I mean, you can get
it's-
some other
it's
stuff.
just like a sausage or like
Yeah, it's just sausage and pork.
and
I guess it's really
and
just pork because the
and, like,
sausage is
the
pork.
pita.
The pita bread. But that goes so hard though.
Yeah,
it's so
it does.
good.
It is
And
good.
the peppercorn sauce and the
Mhm.
coleslaw. It's such a really good like. Love
yeah,
it.
it is
Anyway.
good. And if you, maybe we'll post someday of my face that I made.
Yes, maybe I will.
See.
That's really good.
But
That's funny.
for the first time
It's my
ever.
contact photo for you, I
That's
think.
hilarious. Oh my gosh.
And then my final selection was the Regal Eagle restaurant at the America Pavilion at Epcot, which means I did take basically the only two things that exist in the America Pavilion at Epcot. I took them from my imaginary park.
Nice.
And that got me a 7.76, which is actually hilarious.
Why?
Because if you put a 1 in front of that, it's 1776.
That is funny. Nice.
Classic.
All right, that is cool. All right, so the hotels. Now we're on the next section, which were
Final section.
Hotels, final section. Yes. So the first hotel I chose was Saratoga Springs, and that one got a 7.84, probably because of the cost.
Yeah. I think the main reason Saratoga Springs gets such a low score is because of its lack of additional transportation. It is bus or bust. Essentially.
Okay.
There is
yeah, that's true.
there is some exception, of course,
Yeah.
because there is the water taxi or the Sassagoula Riverboat that takes you from there to Disney Springs, but that doesn't really count because it's like only taking you to Disney Springs. Like
that's true.
once you're at Disney Springs, then you have to get on a bus and you can go to another park.
Yeah.
It's like it's bus to park.
That's true.
So
Yeah, and then the second one I chose was Pop Century, which got which oh my god, it was at Pop Century and it got a 4.1, which was pretty low.
That one really
Shocked you?
surprised me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not sure why that was so low.
Yeah, I don't know, because I mean, I think it's
Pop Century
good.
is like, I think it's one of the best resorts.
because of the transportations too, right?
Yeah, because it has a Skyliner access.
Yeah, I love the
and
Skyliner.
It's so cheap compared to anything else with anything other than a bus. You know, it's a lot cheaper than Art of Animation, but it has the same transportation opportunities as Art of Animation. I think the rooms are good.
Yeah, I think they're nice.
There's nothing wrong with the rooms at all.
It's a resort.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I guess they're not.
I don't know.
I guess it probably comes down to like ratings for like their food and their like
Maybe,
their like lobby area, which like is kind of lackluster. It's a lobby. They have a
true.
gift shop in there and some there's stuff in there, but that's about as far as it goes. So
yeah, so that lap score probably dropped me to get pretty close to what our two scores were together.
Yeah. And that is because I selected as my first hotel the campground at Fort Wilderness, because it kind of fit in with like the theming that I was going for with one of the lands in my park.
Yeah,
which is like the old.
It's pretty clever what he did, guys. I'm excited for.
Yeah, I'll
kind
of like explain it like but it kind of fit in. And then the other one was Grand Californian, and albeit that one does not fit quite as well with what I was going for. It is a grandiose hotel and it is very nice, and I think you could make it work for like just whatever you wanted it to. It's I don't even know if I'm trying to be cryptic because I don't want to like really fully give away what my park is. Yeah, I want to talk about it at the end.
There you
but
go.
I don't know.
So then our final score.
Yeah, I got an 8.5 for campground and 8.3 for Grand Californian.
Yes. Yeah, those are good. Those were good scores.
Yeah.
Okay. So
all right. What was your final score?
Out of 160 possible points, I got, drum roll please, 119.86.
Which is not a bad score at all. Especially when you consider that my score was
drum roll
113.41. We are separated by only like
7.
I guess
6.
7. You could round it up to 7.
Yeah.
7 points, which is a lot closer than I thought it was going to be when I kept Googling yours and getting like 8s and 9s, and I kept Googling mine. I was getting like low to mid
Pop
7s.
Century brought me down.
Yeah, that Pop Century did you dirty.
Yeah, but that was good.
Not bad at all.
Do you want to share like your
so I'll
theme?
kind of share about like what I was doing, because like I think Adriana just kind of picked things she thought was going to be a good score,
exactly,
which is why that's probably why you beat me.
And I did like a lot of just like rides that I enjoyed personally.
Right,
So.
but you
But
enjoy
yeah.
rides that happen to be like some of the best rides in the park, so it just makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah.
I was going for an imaginary theme park,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I wanted to build lands and had
You're
too
being
many
strategic.
rides. I was being strategic, yeah. So my imaginary park has 3 lands. You probably have figured them out already, especially because I kind of already talked about the Avengers one. So there's the Avengers campus that I want to that I would have there, right? Little tiny Avengers campus, because it's only got Web Slingers and Guardians Cosmic Rewind, and Garden Grill, because reasons. They say make it work, so I make it work. And then I have the Star Wars land, which consisted of Star Tours, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, and Ronto Roasters, right? With the limits we were given, guys, like I couldn't make the lands very big.
That's true. That's really good, though. I love it.
And then my third land was basically like a tribute to America, which is why we have like Tom Sawyer Island, and we have the Mark Twain Riverboat, and that's also where it got the most attractions, I think.
Nice.
Because this one also got the show.
The show, yeah.
American Adventure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the restaurant, of course, which basically just pulled the America Pavilion at Epcot and just plopped it into my park.
Right.
I'm missing one, but I can't think of what thing I didn't say. Oh no, I did. Tom Sawyer Island. See, that's the thing.
Oh, yeah,
but both of my that's the only thing that I would change now, is that both of my non-ride attractions ended up in the American Tribute land of my theme park, which is fine. But one thing we should have added was a park icon. Like we should have had to pick a park icon. But oh well. That isn't how I did it. So,
okay.
So those are going to be like the surrounding lands, and then there's going to be a land in the middle, basically like a central hub land, and that is where I had mentally put the Storybook Canal Boats and the Prince Charming Carousel.
Nice. Yes, I love it. That's so cool. I like it a lot.
It's a fun little park. I don't have a name for the park yet. The World of Wonder.
Yeah, the World of Wonder.
Noah Parker's World of Wonder Park.
Park.
I guess I call it simply just like Noah's Park of Wonder. I was going to say Noah Parker's Park of Wonder, but then it's like park. It's too much. But the Park of Wonder. Noah's Park of Wonder.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah. So there you go. Adriana just barely beat me out, according to Google. But I know that there's at least 4 of you out there listening to this podcast or watching it on YouTube. Leave a comment, share, tell us what you think. Whose park do you think is just a little bit better? It doesn't mean you think Adriana's was terrible. It doesn't mean you think mine was terrible. It doesn't mean you think Adriana's was the most gracious thing to ever grace the planet, or vice versa with mine. You know, it just means like, I personally, I'm a Star Wars fan. Noah has more Star Wars. Bada bing. You know, let us know what you guys think. And also, no, I already said that like 6 times to let me know what you think.
Yeah.
If you guys' votes are different, then we'll change the winner.
Yes.
But as of right now, it's Adriana.
That's hilarious.
All right. I think that is that.
Yes.
So I believe that brings us to...
What's going on in Mickey's neck of the woods?
What is going on?
Indeed, what is going on in Mickey's neck of the woods?
Let's a lot.
Find out. A lot, because we have to catch up on some things. One thing is actually happening as of today, which I think I saved, but if I didn't, I can find it and I can make it show up. I believe it is here. That's not what I wanted. I needed this one. All right, so I believe we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but I didn't get to show it. So I'm going to quickly just show the concept art on the YouTubes if you're joining us over there. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. It's where I put the most effort, to be honest. And then, not that I don't put effort into the podcast, the audio-only podcast too, but like really, it's just pull it in from the recorded version and just drop it on there. So anyway, so they are retheming the animation courtyard, and in my opinion actually making it live true to its namesake, and it will be Animation Courtyard once again, replacing Star Wars Launch Bay with several fun things like Drawing Academy and I think there's going to be a playground in there, new meet and greets and whatnot.
Nice.
And they're going to be bringing the Sorcerer Mickey hat from the Walt Disney Animation Studios in Burbank
I saw that.
down here, which
That's like a staple icon.
yeah,
for me.
it used to be the icon of Hollywood Studios or Disney MGM Studios, but they
That's
took
what
it
I
out.
remember,
It's
yeah.
not going to be that same hat because that hat
Well,
was
yeah.
ginormous.
Yeah.
But it'll be very similar,
That's
like
cool.
in the way that it's a Sorcerer Mickey hat anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And there's going to be an updated show for Disney Junior, lots of characters, and an experience catching. So I think we talked about that, but I wanted to show some of the concept art on the YouTube for those of you watching. And if you aren't watching and you're listening, you can head over to Instagram and follow Disney Food Blog. That's where I get all of the news that I share on here. It's their stuff because they make it so neat to follow. But the next thing coming up, which I believe we talked about, but I can't remember, is that Jacob Marley Goofy is coming back to Disneyland for the Disneyland holiday season, which is going to be really cool. And that's pretty much it. But there's going to be a lot of fun characters in their Christmas get-ups. I think it has the dates in here for Mickey's. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party starts on various weekends of November 14th through January 7th.
Okay.
So that will be fun, and we get so much. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm not gonna see it, but I would be excited to see Goofy as Jacob Marley because,
Yeah.
honestly, I think Mickey's A Christmas Carol is one of my favorite versions. They're all good though.
Yeah.
Finally, this is actually new stuff from last week. Spider-Man and Spider-Bots have been mounted to the Disney Destiny. And we have some photos of it, which is pretty cool.
That is cool.
The little marquee on the outside is kind of like spiderweb-like compared to like some of the old ones are like very fluid and like flowy lines, and this one is like very sharp, I guess I would say.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's been mounted to the stern of the Disney Destiny. Then we have new villain teased for Disney's Oogie Boogie Bash in 2025 in Disneyland, and it's Syndrome from The Incredibles, who's going to be joining the lineup of characters over there. So that's pretty neat. And then we have some construction update photos from the Dinoland area that is slowly being transformed into the tropical Americas in Disney Animal Kingdom down in Orlando.
Orlando.
I need some water. I don't even know if you can really talk about what I'm looking at right now. Hold on. Sorry about that. I literally had several occasions throughout the main body of the episode where I was like, I need to drink water, and I never did.
That's so funny.
But that's okay. So they're basically digging holes. It's unrecognizable at the moment from Dinoland USA, to the point where I really I spent probably 10 to 15 minutes on Google trying to understand how these photos were taken before I realized that this first photo here is actually inverted. So if you were to reverse this image, then it would make sense. But as it sits, sits right here, it doesn't make sense. And I was like, this, I don't even know what I'm looking at. But
I see it a little bit.
Yeah. Then we have also some video showing the construction updates over in Monsters Inc. land. That is, of course, taking over the former Muppet Courtyard. Basically, some buildings demolished real good. And then we have every Disney movie confirmed for 2026. First is Hoppers, which is coming out March 6, 2026, and I don't know anything about that. I think it's about scientists who put their brains into, beavers, I guess.
That's so funny.
Yes, so I don't know what that's supposed to be about. And then The Mandalorian and Grogu movie is coming out May 22nd, 2026, and I am stoked for that, to get Star Wars back in the theater again. It's taking too long, in my opinion. We need to have more stuff. That was the whole idea with Disney buying it, is they were going to bring pumping out Star Wars content like nobody's business, and we get a bunch of shows, which is nice, but it seems so slow going, and there's no movies, so... Then we have Toy Story 5 coming out June 19th, 2026. Less enthusiastic about this one.
Yeah.
Also confused because apparently Woody and Bo Peep are in it, and I'm like, they left last time. Did they decide to rejoin the group for this movie? Like,
Yeah, it's
pick
interesting. I thought
a
Toy Story
lane.
4 was like it. Like I thought that was.
I thought Toy Story 3 was it. Toy Story 4
Yeah,
never had to happen, and then
that's
it
true.
did. And now here we are, making a fifth one because of reasons. Also, I didn't know,
When's
but
the live action Moana coming out?
live action Moana. Oh, July 10th, 2026.
Okay. So a lot of good movies next summer. That'll be
Yeah.
fun.
And then, of course, Spider-Man
to
Brand
movies.
New Day is
Have-
coming out July 31st. That's the next Spider-Man movie.
A lot of movie dates.
Yes, that's what this whole thing is. And then Avengers Doomsday is coming out December 18th, 2026. And
That's a
finally,
long time.
Ice Age 6 is coming out December 18th,
Oh, wow.
2026.
Hmm.
Another movie franchise where I'm like, I did not know that we could keep going.
I know,
But
right?
Disney will pump as much out as they can. And you know what? Whatever. Then, of course, Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin finally is temporarily out of commission. The ride is officially closed for refurbishment in Magic Kingdom and is not expected to reopen until next year. So we have a lot of fun stuff coming. Apparently Chip or Dale, I can't tell which one it is. I can't see his face. I think it's Chip. Was very sad about this. In Disney Food Blog's video, he is pounding his head against the podium next to the entrance. Poor guy. But yeah, the Space Ranger Spin is closed, which I expected it to be. Oh, this is going to be interesting. There is no view inside of the ride like there typically would be. Whilst on board the People Mover, I believe they've just blacked out the windows. They're probably not going to let you see what they're doing inside while they're doing it. So I suppose it is what it is. It's kind of lame when they do that, but but yeah, so basically like the new version is going to be more like the one in Disneyland where we have like removable blasters, and it'll be color coordinated. So the colors will change so that you know you're the one that shot that target basically. Super cool interview with Imagineers talking about it a little bit, you know, very exciting. And I believe that wraps us up for
What's going on in Mickey's neck of the woods?
I am like 5 for 5 on button pushing tonight.
That was really good. I'm so proud of you.
Just have to push the next 2 buttons correctly and we'll be good. Do you want me to talk
lot of
about the
pressure.
social media stuff or do you got it?
You can follow us on social media and TikTok at Noah's Parker's World of Wonder. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook, also at Noah Parker's World of Wonder. And then obviously here on YouTube on the Noah Parker _ channel. And I post there every day. Go ahead and share it with your friends and family. Get us out there. And yeah, we appreciate all of you. And yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. We do live stream our podcast
Oh, yes,
every
I forgot
Monday
about
night.
that.
No, that's okay. That's stuff I talk about anyway. Your social media. This is like more housekeeping on the channel, so it's all good. We live stream every Monday night at 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Sorry for you East Coasters. That does mean it is 10 o'clock for you. But
Yeah.
hey, you know what? It's never too late for Disney. But if it is too late, you can always find the video the next day available on the YouTube channel, or you can listen to it on all major podcasting platforms. That is Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts, and Spotify. Probably the most important one. At 6 a.m. on Tuesday morning. So if you're over on the East Coast, of course, again, that's going to be 8 a.m. for you. But I'm hoping that's still early enough that you can listen to it on your drive to work or your drive to the doctor's office, whatever you happen to be doing that morning. And then, yeah, we also have a video come out every Saturday. Right now, we are starting our new series that we have called Castle Cravings Kitchen, where we basically make different Disney snacks, classic Disney park snacks. We started with Dole Whip. Yeah. We started with Dole Whip. We have a lot of things already planned to do. So we're really excited to get that moving, and we hope you guys enjoy that. That is available every Saturday. It comes out at 4 p.m. Mountain Time, which, you know, East Coasters, 6 p.m.,
Yes.
which should be after work for you guys. Most Saturdays, it's actually as I'm going into work. So,
and then Wednesdays we're doing game nights.
yeah, Wednesdays game nights. We
like
missed this
various-
Wednesday, but it was because I was working, and I didn't realize that it was game night until the next morning.
That's true.
So
that's true.
we totally missed it, but I was kind of just upset. And then I guess the final thing to say is that next week is our last episode of the season, and then we will be taking off 1 full month, essentially, technically a month and 3 days.
Off.
Taking that off of the podcast. We do plan on still having the Saturday videos come out.
And
Wednesday game nights are going to be more like up in the air.
Yeah.
We'll do it if we want to, but we're not going to guarantee anything. But yeah, next Wednesday is our season finale, and then we're going to take a month off of the podcast. So mainly because we like taking that month off because it just gives us a little bit of break. You know, we're not
and brainstorm ideas.
Yeah, it gives us a whole month to really prepare for the next season and really to refrain from burnout, because sitting down here for an hour every Monday night can be kind of annoying. But honestly, we're gonna reset a little bit. Like, things are gonna change a little bit during the season break.
Thanks for following us on this journey. For this season 2, I feel like we've grown a lot in season 2 compared to season 1.
Season 2 has been a lot different than season 1 was.
That's true. That's
way different, honestly.
That's true. Very true. So DCOM Kids will be back sometime soon.
Yes, I expect that to start probably in September with season 3 of the normal podcast. So
yeah, I'm excited for what's to come.
Yeah, Monday we have a fun episode planned for you. So come back and join us then. But until then, my dear friends, let the wonder take hold.